Happy birthday to Zach. Happy birthday, Zach. It's your fucking birthday. Welcome to Confidently Insecure with Zach Noe. It's my motherfucking birthday towers.
And Kelsey is rapping like a white girl rap.
Ew, I hate
Darragh.
that. Stop it. Happy birthday, you big slut.
Thank you.
When you told me how old you were today, I kind of gagged because you look so young.
Yeah, I'm 39.
Ew, what the fuck?
Isn't that crazy?
Stop.
I don't identify as 39, that's for sure.
I don't identify you as 39.
Wait, you're 30 what? 4. Yeah. So I said this before, like some very important people in my life are 5 years younger than me.
What does that say about you?
It either means y'all are mature or I'm immature.
Definitely that.
Maybe. I don't think you're mature. You're mature. You're mature.
I think about this all the time because I'm dating a 27-year-old. I feel 25 constantly.
Yes.
But then I look at a 25-year-old, I'm like, oh, no. I'm like running a 3-bedroom house.
Crazy.
2 fucking insane dogs. One who's joining us today, Kirby-licious, Definitious, make her tits go crazy.
Literally.
Her tits
You wouldn't have to do much.
No. But yeah, you don't seem nearly 40.
I mean,
what the fuck? You been saying that?
I
no.
know.
But
Tiana's jaws
that's
dropped, which always makes the old person in the room feel good.
Here's the thing. This is what just shows how crazy the pandemic was, I think. Like in terms of a time warp.
Oh, sure.
Because if you told me you were like 36, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I think we really did like get a fuck cluster fucking situation of 3 years that threw us all off.
We kind of aged in private.
Yeah.
But also 36 and 39 are not insanely different. Like,
but it is.
Hey, listen to this when we're 58 and 63. We'll be like, oh, that's so funny. We thought 36 and 39 were like wild.
And I had to change my outlooks on aging. Like maybe that's what happens when you age. But
yeah, you're kind of forced into
it.
It's either that or like kick and scream.
And hate it.
Yeah.
But like I remember at one point watching a video or something online, of course, that was like, aging is a motherfucking privilege.
Absolutely.
You get to keep continuing to grow, evolve, experience adventure better, faster, stronger mentally. And if you love your body and can make it keep up physically, great. And there's something about that changed my mind. And also I think with time you realize like we didn't fucking know shit dick when we were in our 20s.
No.
I was so confident.
I wasn't trying to find out shit really either.
Oh, I was.
I think I was just floating.
Oh, no. I was the most grown I'd ever thought I was in my 20s.
Which is a curse, really.
A curse. And like, would you pay me to go back and redo my 20s starting at 20 years old? I'd rather die.
Wait, redo as in your memories wiped clean?
No, I think knowing what I know.
I mean, I'll do it.
You would?
I mean, I think I could be master of
the world.
Yeah. In theory.
I think if I could restart at like 24 and get sober at 24.
Oh, I think about that.
I'd be a billionaire.
If I had gotten sober, like the first time I had an out of control night, high school, I would have been on a different path.
I would have been like, hey, this is dangerous and bad for me.
And I threw up on my friend.
And I feel like ass.
Yeah. Instead, I was like, maybe I messed up a little.
I was like, let's do it again tomorrow.
Wait, hold on. I think I have a different idea.
Yeah, let's do the same thing, but like go after a different gaggle of boys and end up making out with each other instead.
Or
and
this time, let's eat some fries before we do
Advil next to my bed.
Yes, water.
We were going to have that is the definition of insanity.
I know.
Doing the same thing over and over again.
You're like, it's probably just me.
Yeah.
I just need to tweak things.
I do, though, remember very clearly in high school having a night out where I was so violently hungover and my 2 girlfriends who like slept over at my house got up the next morning and like had to go get burritos and bring them back and like feed them to me in bed. I was so hungover and I remember being like, why are you guys up?
Yeah.
And I'm down.
Like this doesn't make sense.
I think I went harder.
Yeah.
And that not good.
Oh, you did have a moment of clarity.
I remember being like, why am I so much worse? Did I drink more or do I just get hungover easier?
Oh.
And in my head, I was like, I just hungover.
I just get hungover easier.
And instead of being like, maybe I shouldn't have done a beer bong filled with vodka.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Did you ever have the joy of drinking a drink out of a Tupperware, like, storage container?
I don't know that I have.
Really?
Which is weird.
Yeah, you know, like the ones that you can almost fit in if you curled up into a ball.
Oh! I thought you meant like just like a cookie Tupperware. I was like, I wasn't ever that desperate.
The big one. I guess maybe it's not Tupperware. What am I talking about?
Yes,
like
yes.
A
storage.
Yes,
container. Like a jungle juice. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Yeah. No, that was a problem growing up in Florida because the high school football players would crush up Xanax bars and drop them in there, and yeah,
that is messed up.
And we wouldn't even be like, that's fucked up. We'd be like, oh, you crazy kid.
You're so good to us, Kyle.
Yeah, like, what? You're so wild.
I mean, okay, wait. If you drink on Xanax or like azapam?
Diazepam?
No, lorazepam. It's like the same thing, I think. I think it's lorazepam. I think it's an off-brand Xanax.
Okay,
yeah.
I believe that.
But we would do it, and we did this multiple times. Take one, go out drinking, all turn into zombies.
Yes.
At these parties.
Yes.
And do it again. Like, I remember being so out of it when I was doing it, and then be like, well, I'll try it again.
When you said that, it reminded me of a story I heard about myself. Does that ever happen to you?
Of course. When I hate the friends who like, do you want to know what you did last night?
No!
No, I don't.
It was one guy's house that we would always party at because his parents weren't ever there. I think his mom was like an ER surgeon, and she just was like, whatever, all the kids can run about my mansion.
Sure.
And I don't remember this at all, but it was a Xanax bar night, and we were all sleeping over at his house. And one of my friends the next day was like, yeah, we all stayed up really late till like 4 a.m. And you were just wandering around the house by yourself, like walking the halls like a ghost.
Eerie.
And I was like, you crazy boy, that's crazy. And then did it again. But I remember being like, what?
I think I actually had a similar experience where I was in a space like that, a house or something, and I was on the same cocktail of drugs and alcohol. And I was like looking in cabinets, I think to pretend to be normal, but it wound up looking like the sketchiest thing ever.
I am so thankful that I was not doing drugs during the era of ketamine's popularity.
Oh.
Were you? You were probably catching the end of it, maybe, in WeHo?
Almost 9 years ago? No.
Okay, because
G was around.
Yeah, because my sister, who was in town the last couple of days, which was so fun and soul fulfilling, told me that like one of her friends' like classic lines when she's on ketamine is, "Am I upside down?"
No. I would hate that. I would hate that.
Why do people think that's fun?
Ketamine's the K-hole thing, right?
Yeah.
Too much, and you're like,
you literally cannot move your body.
Like in the sunken place.
Did you ever do ketamine? No, thank God.
There's still time.
Yeah. Anyway, it's your birthday.
I do think it's so crazy. Like the birthdays I woke up in a stranger's bed, or a stranger was in my bed. It just weird to think about how now I'm like, I don't even enjoy sharing a bed.
Yeah.
And I bet if I had been more in touch with myself then, I wouldn't have had those stranger
100%.
experiences. You know what I mean?
Because you got sober so close to your birthday one year, was that like a rock bottom birthday? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was exactly the reason I got sober, because I turned 30 and I had not accomplished anything that I wanted to. And I really had to like clearly look at my life and realize that drugs and alcohol were this hurdle I kept placing in front of me.
Yeah.
That I had to try to clear every weekend.
Oh, fuck.
And so at that point I had been doing like, I'll do a month off. I do a month off. Everything, life was better than it ever been. Day 31, I'm like, I did it.
Yeah. I would do 30, 60, 90. 30 days, fine. Next time I do 60 and be like, yeah, see, I can do it. And then I do 90 and be like, yeah, this is like light work. It's really, really crazy. I had a rock bottom birthday not before I went sober, but before I went to rehab.
Okay.
And it was so pathetically sad. Like, I got a hotel room in Venice, in like a fancy hotel room by myself, thinking like me and my girlfriends were all going to go down and party. And like, I ended up like making out with a disgusting guy for drugs for me and my friends. And then
He's like, you don't have to do this.
he's like, please stop.
You paid. Like, no, I'm gonna get them.
Then I think I was blacked out before the sun went down.
Yeah.
And I was in front of a cop at one point.
Which, to be clear, is very fun. Being blackout drunk when the sun is still out. It feels like a life hack. It feels like a secret video game level.
Because then you're like,
You're
well,
like,
I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah, like, mushroom.
I can see things,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to remember it.
Yeah.
And I remember a cop was standing out in front of where we were hanging out on the sidewalk, and there was a pizza place, and it had one of those like foldable triangle signs outside that's like 2 for 1.
A sandwich
board. And I went to stand up against it and just, and the cop just looked at my friends and was like,
get her out of here.
and my friends picked me up and took me to my hotel room, and I woke up by myself. And I was like,
they were like,
I gotta go.
Enjoy the space.
Yeah, not my true friends either. I don't talk to any of those girls anymore. But I saw
Taught me.
I thought this was kind of fun, and I was thinking for your birthday, it would be like a cute little one to play it for you. It was just one of those things where you're like, oh, this would be so fun to do this. But this was called These 3 Things Will Change Your Life. Whatever, clickbait. But I think the onus behind them is cool, so I'll play it.
Things your life will be way better. So the first thing that I do is there's an old Japanese ritual called the misogi. And the notion around a misogi is you do one year-defining thing every year. Something that like you can look back on. You probably don't even know what you do 8 days ago, but you sure as hell should be able to say, in 2024, I launched a podcast. I quit smoking. There should be one big thing that's going to really define my year. The second thing that I do is something that I call Kevin's rule. Kevin is a friend of mine, blue-collar guy, the happiest guy that I know. Kevin and I take our 8-year-old kids to climb Mount Washington in the winter. How often do you do stuff like this? And he lights up. He goes, oh, ever since I graduated college, every other month, do something I normally wouldn't have done. I said, that's unbelievable. He said, yeah. So why do you do it? He said, because if you create 6 mini adventures every year and you're 40 years old and you live to be 80, that's 240 things that you wouldn't have had in your life, events or mini adventures that you just create. Third thing is I have a winning habit every quarter, 10-minute a day meditation practice. Maybe I'm never going to be late to a meeting. But if you add 4 new habits at the end of 2025, 6 mini adventures and a killer experience, and you repeat that for the rest of your life, you won life if you do that.
Isn't that cute?
That almost gave me goosebumps. Shout out Zoloft. I think it kept it from happening.
Oh my God.
But, I love, first of all, Kevin's rule sounds like Amber's law. Like that's what I heard at first. I was like, it sounds bad.
Yeah.
It's like Kevin's law is,
Yeah.
But
I
love
love that.
or something. I do as well. I immediately thought that this in 2025, I want to shoot my first hour special.
Yes.
Whether that means shopping around what I have or
Doing
self-producing.
Yeah.
It might
But that's something that if you did that within a year, that takes people like they would never do that in a lifetime.
Well, it's taken me.
No, I'm not saying it
13
didn't
years
take you
to get-
forever.
Yeah.
But like if you could get that done in a year is very cool.
Oh, for sure.
That's a year defining goal.
I also love the 6 adventure thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had like never done like the Grand Canyon or like Yosemite. That's like a doable drivey trip. And like that's something it'd be nice to look at my calendar and have like little flights booked and little like time blocked off and be like, that's when I'm camping at Yosemite.
So what you couldn't see was he had this like piece of paper that was just a giant calendar, maybe the size of like my big screen is like 65 inches that he hangs up, and he uses the little tiny Post-its to mark the adventures either like every other month for like the weekend.
Is it a big calendar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of the months in the like of the year. And then he has like the habit defining highlighted of like this is when you're going to start this new habit and this is when you're going to start you're going to end it. Like something visual to just we should do that for New Year's.
Okay.
Like make a chart for
Well,
yourself.
actually, I think we should just start immediately.
Okay. You want to do that today, arts and crafts?
I just meant more like instill these. Why wait? We could both be dead by New Year's.
Oh my God. Crossing your fingers? Based on this election, I can't even bring it up because it's just too stressful.
Wait. Okay, I like set a timer no more than like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Are you feeling hopeful or not?
I saw the early election like
But polls are like
projections.
bullshit, I hear.
Yeah, but the fact that it's even like close, I don't.
That's a bummer. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. You know what I did see that lifted my spirits is that the S&P 500 has successfully predicted the president for the past 40 years. And basically how it works, S&P 500 is the 500 most successful businesses in the country. And when it's up, the incumbent person wins. When it's down, the opposite person wins. Basically, people look at their stocks and like their retirement funds, and if it's in the red, if it's down, they vote for the opposite person.
Whoa!
But if it's green, they vote for the person, the incumbent, which would be Kamala.
Wow!
And
okay.
right now, it's up, and it's been up.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, for past 40 years, that's been...
There was another guy too who has predicted correctly his entire career, and he also said Kamala. So I love it, but I did watch some documentaries. I watched like the Stop the Steal documentary.
Okay.
That debriefs about the 2020 fraudulent election claims, and it is wild what that man did to try and sway.
Well, also
political
figures. Is it true that if he doesn't win, he more than likely will go to jail?
I haven't heard that.
Oh, I keep seeing that in various, but again, like I don't want to fall.
I would love that. I would love for Kamala's first order of president to be straight to jail, sir.
But there was the thing the Supreme Court did that said like, well, if you do it when you're president, you're immune or something.
That's probably true.
That's
wild.
Also, the town hall where for 38 minutes he just danced to music. That's I just keep thinking if Kamala or Walz or Harris or Walz, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect her by calling her first name and
no, you're homies.
If Harris and Walz did one thing in that vein, we would never hear the end of it.
It was so hard to watch. It was also very hard to watch Elon Musk jump in the air. Like I know we're over it. It's 2 weeks. We shouldn't make fun of his appearance, but like I think about it multiple times a day.
I will make fun of that bastard.
Man. Yeah.
Also, I have a friend who sold their Tesla and got a Rivian politically. Yeah, he was like, yeah, I couldn't do it anymore.
Well, if
I know it's a long way.
You want to hand me some money,
way.
I'll make it happen.
Money is coming.
Money flows to me,
One
baby.
of your new habits should be getting rich.
Okay. I'd like to do that. Hey, you have any housekeeping?
I'm going on the road with Bob the Drag Queen, October 23rd through November 4th, November 3rd. Dates are listed on ZachMarieTowers.com. I'm headlining Kansas City Funny Bone, November 13th, Omaha Funny Bone, November 14th, St. Louis. I'm doing the Flyover Festival, November 16th, and I would love to see y'all there. Also, it will be announced. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm opening for Taylor Tomlinson.
Yay!
I'm opening for her in Chicago, Boston, and Toronto.
Oh, I want to come.
Chicago is like Valentine's Day weekend. Toronto, I think, is like, I don't know. You should look, but it's end of January and then into February.
That's gonna be amazing.
I'm so excited.
You two together are like a power couple.
And Sophie Buttle is also going to be on those shows, and I'm obsessed with her.
I love that.
Yeah. How about you?
My sister was just in town, and I had a blasty blast. I had like this weird realization because she came during the week, and normally if I block off time during the week to like not work, I'm swamped with anxiety and guilt of not working. I know.
What are we doing to like maybe work on that?
Well, what I discovered was when she was here and she got to meet the athlete and they kind of like fell in love and were like besties.
I bet.
They went to the gym together.
Did
and
they
were,
team
like,
up against you?
Yeah. Oh, millions of times.
Nice.
And then I had to do a CrossFit workout and I am broken. I am broken inside.
I will say this, and I mean this, you should not be doing CrossFit.
100%.
You should not be doing CrossFit.
No.
You are a popsicle stick person.
Thank you.
That should not be put under duress in
any way.
You are yoga.
I'm yoga.
You are Pilates. You are swimming.
Yeah. You get me, babe.
I'm telling you, I don't even like you when you ski. I don't get it.
But skiing is, I think ski of like a Swedish
and they've
princess.
Always been bad. No.
I did just buy my Icon Pass though.
You know what you can do is you can get a motorized snowmobile.
Okay. That's okay.
I condone. Or a sled.
I think you need to see how I ski. It's very beautiful. My friends call me the Nordic princess.
I'm going on record as saying Kelsey Darragh, popsicle stick woman, should not be skiing.
I'm offended, but also so complimented by this that I can't even say anything negative.
You're a beautiful woman. You shouldn't really be doing anything.
Say that again for the people in the back.
You're a beautiful woman. You really shouldn't be doing anything.
Thank you. But it was so soul fulfilling that I felt zero guilt of anything
Just
when she was
enjoying
here.
life.
And there was something about it being my sister, because when my mom's here, she's working when she's here. And I'm like, oh my God, she's literally like closing deals in between like shopping trips.
Also, I just realized you and your mom are the same, and your sister and your dad are the same.
Exactly.
They're like chill hangs, and you two are like frenetic
Meth
monsters.
energy. Yeah. Thank you. Wow. It feels like my birthday.
I'm just saying it's like with Kelsey and her mom, it's very like, what's next? What am I doing?
Go,
Blah, 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 blah. And with your dad and your sister, you're like, yeah.
We'll go with the flow.
Sure.
Yeah, and there was this one moment where she saw the athlete had really cool Jordans on, and like I showed her the ones that he got me for my birthday, and then she wanted a pair, and so we went on a little Jordan shopping trip, and they were together like doing the sneaker thing and looking, and I was just like, them being friends warmed my soul because my sister hated Sir deeply
From the start.
Oh, from the jump.
Oh, damn it.
I
wish I had the
know.
strength
To just side text her.
to just go with my gut, I guess.
Yeah.
But
And
I was also like,
you flipped, bitch,
Well,
quickly.
well, yeah.
You were ready to hate.
Also, there was the air. He was flirty,
Mm-hmm.
and because he claimed he was queer, and maybe
Yeah,
he is.
sure.
Like, I was like, maybe I'll like SSD at some point.
Oh, I
Like,
would have loved that.
that was like looming. So I was like,
I
don't like
love
just see the good.
I would
see the good.
still actually like that to happen.
What?
And I would like you to
Bite
give
it
him
off.
the worst blowjob you've
Just-
ever given. Yeah.
This is called the popsicle, and I scrape my teeth along it.
And you bite it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. I give you full permission.
And yeah.
Maybe you need to wield that power. But yeah, I just was like, oh, that's interesting. I had such a great week. Why are you smile? Oh, you just all smile too. And now Zach's smiling at me. He's still smiling at me. And now I'm going to die in 7 days. Is that how it works? Yeah. Zach?
Oh, you died in less than 7 days. But I saw Smile 2. Smile
You
2
loved
was
it?
so good.
So fun.
If you like the first at all, oh my God. Don't want to talk it up too much. I loved it way more than first. I will gladly watch Smile 2. Smile 1 was a big bummer.
Oh,
Smile,
really?
Smile 1?
I loved it.
But it's a bummer.
Oh.
Yeah, and Smile 2 is also a bummer, but it is,
In a different way.
she's a pop star. So immediately I'm like interested. You know what I mean?
As we all know, hate scary movies. Now we're entering horror season, and I bravely started watching them last Halloween.
Yeah, I need to know again, what was that moment? Like, because you I feel like it was for not days. You were like, I'm watching scary movies.
You were talking about how good of like actual
Barbarian.
story you were like you were talking about actually the story of a movie was good, and I was like, okay, if I can get through the scary bits, and you watched a couple with me, I think.
Yeah, I will gladly watch a movie scary.
Well, I now thanks to you, I'm going to go see Smile 2 next week with friend of the pod, Gwenadora from Pornhub, Big Milky Mommy. We're going to go see it. But I'm very excited.
That's incredible.
I had a dream last night, which inspired our conversation for when we come back from the break. And I think it ties into all of the conversation we've been having today. So BRB. So I had a dream last night about doing a podcast episode about like the beauty standard and look of eye health. Okay, now that I'm saying it out loud, this is a terrible idea. But I had a dream last night that
I think it's more insane that me and Tiana both asked like what the thing was, and you're like, I'll tell you when we do it. I was not expecting that. So I guess you did. Surprise.
I think I knew if I had said it out loud, you both would have asked more questions, and I couldn't handle getting asked more questions.
Yeah, I guess tell me more because I had more questions than
Okay, so
anything.
in my dream, the podcast episode was very fun and super successful and just a riot. We had a great time.
That.
Where I basically was like, what is up with like the beauty health trends of like skin around your eyes? So like crow's feet, your saggy bags, your droopy eyelids. Like, why do we have special creams just for the eyeballs? What's going on there? What are our problems areas and how do we fix them?
Well, the skin is different there.
Yeah.
So that's why you have different creams.
Well, okay. How do you feel about your eye, skin, beauty, aging, and health?
I've had crow's feet for a long time. I get Botox every like 4 to 6 months, and that's helped a lot with like wrinkles. One time, an esthetician asked me if I wanted to do anything about my hollow eyes, and that caught me off guard. But I don't, when I look in the mirror, I don't go, ooh. I go, oh,
You have
there's that old twink.
icy blue eyes.
I do have
too.
icy blue eyes.
Do you feel like that sets you ahead of other people in life?
I'm so white. I'm in that like embarrassingly white category. So that's always something. But then I also do like look around. I'm like, oh, like not many people have this pale,
Hair,
paper thin
freckly
skin.
Yeah.
And like honestly, because I'm so like Irish, like I will look okay until I one day look like a balled up piece of computer paper.
Computer paper.
You know, white and crumply.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I
Wait, do you think blue-eyed people have it easy?
not easy, just different. You guys have a twinkle about your eyeballs that a lot of people don't have, and like I do kind of feel like you guys think you're a little bit better than some of us. Maybe that's
Ooh.
Holocausty like projections
From when you were in the Holocaust?
Yeah, you know, famously me, the whitest fucking
I will
Irish
say
girl.
blue-eyed people have blue man group have the distinct honor of like having their eyes pop
And like
when they wear
complimented.
blue.
No one's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, your beautiful
Your-
brown
your
eyes.
dookie colored eyes
Doo-doo eyeballs.
with flecks of corn.
No thanks. I famously don't love my eye. Like my biggest insecurity is in this area I am highlighting between my eyebrow. I love my eyebrows. Oh my God. Did you just see what was on the screen?
Yeah, because it thought you did something. I bet if I do this.
Riverside? I didn't know Oh my God. I didn't know Riverside does emoticon. I have famously hated, like my biggest insecurities. I love my eyebrows. I think they're great. But I
They're
have
thickums.
She's big. She's on my face. My biggest flaw, insecurity as a kid, I would go into my mom's bathroom and I would stare in her makeup mirror and I would take out all of her fancy makeup and I would say, "You're not leaving this bathroom until you're beautiful." And I would look at the circles under my eyes.
It's like an
How
escape
dark they
room
are.
by L'Oreal Paris.
My mom would never buy
I know,
L'Oreal.
sorry.
Chanel
Trusting.
only, YSL. I have had people comment since I was little thinking I got hit in the face because my dark circles are so dark.
Are you covering them right now?
No.
Oh.
You know why they don't look so bad? I wore my fucking nose tape last night and I could breathe better. And if you get more oxygen into your fucking nasal cavities, your eyes aren't as dark underneath.
Why don't you just carry on an oxygen tank?
I could.
And always have
inspiring
it
me.
on.
Yeah, that's a good
And you
good
could-
idea.
You could bedazzle it.
I could DIY it. I can make a backpack.
You make it so cute.
But I've hated a lot about my eyes and my eyelashes. I pull out my eye hairs because of my anxiety. I have trichotillomania. So I have always hated my eye health, aging, beauty.
Why don't you stop pulling out the hairs?
If it were only that easy, honey.
Maybe if you put cayenne pepper on your fingertips.
That was my first thought.
Or maybe just buzz them.
Oh, so like go full baldy and like try and make a
Then you
statement.
can't- Well, if they're not there,
I can't pull them.
you can't pull them. And then
Sounds
eventually you probably stop unless you start pulling like,
My eyelid?
yeah.
I probably would. Let's be real.
Okay.
So I was like, I want to know, what are we being marketed to as like, why do I feel so shit about my eyes and the aging of my eyeball skins?
I guess I never really separated them from,
Skin?
well, just the general don't look older. Stop
Oh,
aging.
I think the eyes are the first thing they target when they're like anti-aging, reverse
Oh,
the aging
Eye
process.
cream overnight.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess they don't have like, well, do they have neck cream?
Yeah, but that's not really like a thing
Sure,
anymore.
sure,
I feel like
sure.
our grandmas were told our necks
I
were
mean, like,
diesel necks.
You use your eyes a lot.
So yeah, that's one of the things. The skin around the eyes, like you said, is the thinnest and most delicate area on the entire body, which makes it particularly vulnerable for aging. And as
I
we
think
age,
my ball skin might be thinner.
yeah, I could see that. Yours seems like it would be really veiny and blue. Do you have really blue balls?
Only when you fucking tease and don't please.
Ew.
I have my ball skin is actually very vascular in that there's like blood pumping to it.
I'd like to see it.
I'll show you my balls.
I'd like you to do the bat wing thing. You know?
Oh, with light behind it?
Oh, can you see through it?
Probably.
Oh my God, now fireworks just went off on your screen.
Wait.
Did not.
Well, why? What did I even do?
I don't know. But we're going to have to figure out how to turn that off because that was insane. Anyway.
It hurts to go, ball skin?
Ball skin?
No.
Okay. As we age, the skin naturally loses collagen and elastin proteins that keep the skin firm and resilient. See, I think I was born without any fucking collagen and elastin in there.
Kelsey, I hate to tell you this. You have like gorgeous eyes.
I thank you, but you are your judgment is clouded. I think I told you recently, like my who's the guy that my maintenance guy came by, and when I opened the door without makeup on, he went, oh, "What happened?" And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Did you get hit?" And I was like, "I'm not wearing makeup."
Maintenance guy.
Yeah. And it's been my whole life. That's not only my fucking dentist the other day. I went to go get my Invisalign fitted, and we were looking at pictures and x-rays, and he goes, "Well, what's going on here?" And he pointed to the bags under my eyes. And the woman, his assistant, went, "Oh, Doc."
And so there are no teeth up there. Let's stay focused.
And he was like, "No, this is like dental health. Like people with collapsed like sinuses or who aren't getting enough oxygen up there." He's like, "Have you ever been to like a sinusitis doctor?" And I was like, "Yeah." But I have so much metal in my face around here too. I think that's the problem. But like it's a thing men have commented on a lot in my life.
With all the metal, maybe they could install a little fan.
Ooh.
You know, like that cools down a laptop computer.
Oh, under the skin.
The bridge of your nose.
I love where your ideas are. You should join like a fucking
Mensa.
incubator or something just to like throw out wild ideas.
I'm very smart.
Creative.
I'm very bright.
I'm the
People
smartest
don't know
man in the
what
room.
to do when I start talking about everything.
So, as we have less of these proteins, our skin begins to sag, forming wrinkles, fine lines, and crow's feet. And like you said, additionally, the constant movement of muscles from blinking, squinting, and smiling and laughing accelerates this process, especially in the eye area where expressions
What
are
if our
frequent.
listeners file a class action suit for how much we make them laugh?
Oh, and then we have to pay for their Botox or something?
Yeah.
Well, then, bitch, y'all got to pay for mine too. Because clearly I've laughed too hard in my lifetime.
No, I think of all the years I wasn't I didn't have contacts and I was squinting to see road signs and stuff. I guarantee that's what made my wrinkles so bad.
I think it's because you laugh. You smile and you laugh. You're literally doing comedy.
Kelsey, I make people laugh. No one makes me laugh.
First of all, fucking hurtful. But because it's your birthday, I'll let it slide. Also, my sister texted me.
Oh, I'm in dementia.
My sister texted me when she listened to last week's episode where you called me Kelly. And she just texted me, "Oh my God." And I went, "What?" And he went, "Zach calling you Kelly." And I was like, I will never forget that.
You look like you're Kelly.
Fuck you. That's the worst thing you could say.
Kelly.
Shut up. The other problem is a lot of this can be genetic. Okay.
My parents do have eyes.
Do they?
Both of them.
How do you know?
I saw them once.
Only once?
Yeah.
So how do we really know, you know?
They have eyes.
Okay. The Hills do have eyes. Some people naturally have more visible blood vessels underneath. And
Pale people.
Yep. Have greater tendency for fluid retention, which causes puffiness. Also, environmental factors like sun exposure, lack of sleep, and poor hydration can speed up aging, but a lot of it comes down to, unfortunately, your genes.
I don't think I knew that you had trouble sleeping.
I don't normally, but I do need a very specific environment to fall asleep. I need to be freezing cold. I need to have like 6 pillows. I need my mouth tape, my nose tape, eye mask, rain sleep sounds, and a good spray scent smell.
Have you ever put on frozen socks?
Yes.
Okay.
My acupuncturist told me to do that.
How'd it go?
it was disgusting. I had wet feet in my bed.
Oh, yeah.
It was to help with circulation. But now I do sleep with socks on sometimes.
Do you wear compression socks when you travel?
Yeah.
I've never put them on.
Because of my knee. It gets really swollen.
No skiing.
I can't help it. Can't.
When I met Kelsey, it was on a couch and she literally couldn't move.
I didn't do anything. It was very out of shape.
Wild. No, it's because you had just had like knee surgery.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Because you were out of shape.
Well, I was also drinking.
Unless you were lying.
I don't think I got lie.
Surgery?
I've had 2.
It was after one.
Okay. Here's the thing. While skincare can help maintain moisture, reduce puffiness, and improve the appearance, of course, no cream or serum can truly reverse aging or completely eliminate wrinkles. Products like retinol, peptides, and antioxidants can slow down the appearance of aging by boosting collagen production and providing protection from environmental damage, like wear fucking sunscreen. But these things take time and consistency, like months, not days. And even then, improvements are often very subtle, not dramatic results we've been being promised.
I resent those commercials where like results overnight.
Ew.
Well, then you really think I'm going to go in my car, drive to Target, ask the Target employee to unlock the now locked cabinet, give me my $47
eye cream
ounce
peptide.
of cream. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to wake up tomorrow looking like I'm 17. And it's just not true.
If there was enough money in the world, I would. But here are some products, these are not sponsored obviously, that are the most popular eye products that people do agree that they have actually seen a difference using. So the Ordinary brand, which I love.
Yeah, that's so popular cheap, and they're
quality.
Affordable, yeah.
Yeah, their caffeine solution, speaking of caffeine, Yanni boy, is a serum with caffeine to reduce puffiness. It's only 8 doll hairs.
It's caffeine serum?
Yeah.
Don't make me go to the Grove and buy this.
I'm sorry.
I love caffeine. What flavor is it?
Red Bull.
Less interested, but still curious.
People love it because it helps depuff, but they're not like they don't stay. Essentially, like once it wears off, it's like you'd have to put more on.
Oh.
So
that seems like a deal with the devil.
Well, I think like I said, all of these products are temporary. They're not actually like reversing aging, but it's just like having a coffee, but for your eyeballs. You pour coffee in your eyeballs.
Done.
I'd never heard of this. Have you? Old Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream.
No, but I like that it's called Old Henriksen.
Yeah.
It sounds like my aunt has it in her cabinet.
Yes. It's a vitamin and C infused eye cream that's meant to brighten and smooth fine lines. It color corrects. So do you remember when I gave you that like Tiger Balm made by that one brand that it was like a green lotion that takes out redness in your face?
Oh, I bought.
Yeah.
We went to the store, the MAC, and you put some on me and then I bought it.
I would never take you to a MAC. It was a Sephora.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what's wrong with MAC?
They are like.
Are they bad?
They like famously test on animals.
Sexy animals?
Not sexy animals. They're not like giving them a hot wing liner.
They're not giving them all a makeover.
No, it's not like a Princess Diary moment where they're like, that was a rat and now it's a bunny. They're like, we're going to kill these rats.
We're going to kill these.
Yeah.
We're going to put a lipstick up their asshole.
Exactly. So that one, yeah, that has like a color correction method to it. And then there's.
Why does it have the word banana in it?
I don't know. What's sexy about a banana?
Oh, I can name things about a banana.
Go on.
But I don't associate them with my eyes.
I also heard, this was ADHD at its finest. I heard that straight guys used to jerk off with bananas as kids.
I think you can heat up a banana and like fuck the peel.
Yes. The outside, the yellow part, not the inside.
Yeah. I mean, if you're doing the inside, you're probably freezing it and putting it in your butt.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah? Happy birthday, Zach.
Happy birthday, banana.
So this one is rock retinol. So retinol is like, for some reason, it has these big popularity swells on the internet like every 6 months. But bitches, it's like, we need to be using retinol the day we are born. Start using retinol.
That like eats away at your skin or something.
Yeah. It like doesn't help with acne, but it helps with like cell rejuvenation. So
you see, I thought it
peels.
Yeah.
It does.
I never really understand this whole concept because it's like, doesn't it go through your skin faster if your skin's like getting older and not generating as much collagen?
I think that's why you have to wear sunscreen.
I do.
Okay.
Also, don't drink, people.
Amen.
Not drinking, not smoking.
Ugh.
huge. I think the fact that I haven't been drinking or doing drugs or anything for 9 years,
That probably
almost 9
helps.
years, is like definitely good.
And the last one that was really popular was the Drunk Elephant Shaba Complex Eye Serum, which is a serum that fights crow's feet and sagging with peptides. People love it because it has a clean formula and it's really good for sensitive skin. It is around $60 though, so that's like the more high-end category. But they do say that more evasive treatments like laser,
Peel.
Botox, and those things is going to be your best and quickest longevity results with eye.
I really cannot recommend Botox highly enough.
Yeah.
It is that bitch. Like, it's crazy. And people, I don't even understand when people say, oh, like, they got bad Botox. I don't really understand what that
They mean bad
means.
filler.
Oh, do they?
And
People say bad Botox. Like,
they don't know the difference. A lot of times people think Botox and
that's
filler is the same.
wild to me.
And you can get bad Botox like as an actor where you can't emote. People are like,
Sure.
that's bad Botox.
But that's like men.
People were saying Ryan Gosling had bad Botox where they kind of like eliminated his ability to like crinkle during like a press conference.
So
or
then
something.
if you were an actor and you booked a role, you would maybe skip that round of Botox?
I would
Or just
maybe
get
get some
less?
filler
Oh.
to puff up and like make firm looking. I would maybe probably skip the Botox. Yeah.
Interesting. I'm scared of filler still, but ask me when I'm 40.
Remember that time we posted me getting Botox done and accidentally posted all my personal info and one of the confidants reached out and was like,
Hey, I'm on my way to your house.
no, and I sent her a care package. I was like, thank you for pointing that out.
I actually I heard that in the group chat, but I didn't.
I'm
see it.
shocked you read the group chat. We hear from you like once in a blue moon.
I read it.
Okay. Hey, speaking of talking to the audience, we have our results from last week's episode. And actually, I forgot to share the week before's results too.
Hit me with those sweet.
So
sweet
let's go
answers.
back 2 episodes. We asked people if anyone had watched Nobody Wants Us on Netflix yet and what they thought of Adam Brody's
My
character.
sister's rewatching it already.
Wow. 80% said yes, loved it. He's the perfect man. And 20% said, I watched it. He's meh. So people think
Oh.
he's goals AF. And when we asked who is your perfect movie, TV, boyfriend, husband, people said Kristoff in Frozen 2, Phil Dunphy, Modern Family, Gordo from Lizzie McGuire, which makes me laugh, Mark Ruffalo, 13 going on 30, Ben Wyatt, Parks and Rec, Emmett Cullen, controversial.
What's that from?
Vampire, Twilight.
Oh.
Ted from Schitt's Creek, and someone said Patrick from Schitt's Creek. Some good answers.
Yeah.
In last week's poll, we asked the audience, are you close friends with anyone voting different than you this election? 57% said, I don't make friends with the enemy, but 43% said yes. I couldn't believe it was almost 50-50. And when we asked, if so, like, what do you do to maintain that friendship?
Yeah.
And we put, some people said, started therapy to try and navigate my relationship with my Trumper mom. I've tried explaining things over and over to family members, but they can't see it. I know people who are voting third party. We respect that we've had very different life experiences that shape political views, but agree on human decency. Mine ghosted me because I am no longer afraid to share my opinions. Love that for you.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
It's
Whoever.
family, so we mostly avoided it or just intensely argue about basic human rights. And someone put, it's okay to have friends with different viewpoints.
I agree about that to an extent, and then absolutely not to this extent.
Yeah, I think the thing that I saw that reminded me of you was a meme that said, you can't claim to love someone and then not protect their rights.
Yeah, and vote.
And vote against them.
Their best interests.
Yeah. But I'm glad your update is that you guys sorted things out with that person that you had like
Did I talk about that on the
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They backpedaled a bit, and they also affirmed that they're like a lifelong Democrat, and that in that moment they were kind of they felt backed into a corner, and they really were acting out of insecurity, and then like were embarrassed
for no reason.
I mean, I get it. Tensions are running high. They do have conservative family members, all this, that, and the other. I speak very confidently from a position where I can disconnect and disengage and remove my love very easily.
It's scary.
So yeah, I know it is scary. But that's a gift and a privilege that I have.
Amen, sister. And I'm glad you feel better. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
I
was
do.
bummed.
I do.
You don't feel that good.
Oh my God, I know.
It's your fucking birthday.
So for my birthday, all I want
Oh.
is money,
Oh.
love,
Yes.
and for you to rate and review this pod,
Love.
5 stars, shower us with compliments,
We need some new reviews. We
and
haven't gotten
we'll
some
read them
recently.
on the pod.
Yeah. Also, we've still got Slut Pill stickers. If you want one, Venmo us at Kelsey-darragh and give us your address in the comments. If you want it shipped internationally, please include $2.50 for shipping. But other than that, babes, we got to go to lunch because it's your B-Day. Y'all, have a great holiday. Also, check out Confidently Pod Instagram because we are doing a giveaway, a spoopy-themed giveaway coming up this week.
Yay.
So get your spoop on, babes. Bye.